Guys, Chris and Sean here with Talking Through the Medias again, and this is our what are we gonna call this, man? This is the two screens.
Two screens.
Since me and Sean like to go to the advanced screenings of these movies, sometimes it works out, sometimes it's a suck fest, but we have fun. We get to meet up and go to the bar, enjoy ourselves, and preview a new movie before a lot of people get to. So I like it, man. So I like getting a chance to getting out there with you and hanging out.
Oh yeah. We just don't like having to fight the masses trying to get room to get this first come first serve. So we're working on getting an affiliated media pass to where we don't have to deal with that.
When are these freaking people gonna part like the Red Sea? Oh shit! Is that Sean and Chris? Oh my God, he's as tall as I thought he was.
Chris has been recognized once.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I was getting popcorn and some lady was like, "What are
the odds?
Is that you?" Exactly. I was like, "I guess pretty good." She was like, "Is that you?" I was like, "I guess it is." So she bought me a popcorn. No, yeah. I wish.
Charge them double.
But this week we're gonna be not this week. Next week we're gonna be seeing Kong. I was about to mix it up. I almost said Skong, Coal Island.
It's just Kong.
Kong. Yeah, man. Samuel L. Jackson is in it. Oh man, Loki's in it, and Captain Marvel.
Middleton.
She's gonna be in there. Yeah.
And Charles C. Riley.
Mm-hmm. Was that Hiddleston? Taylor's new the ex. He's been marked by the Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I don't think they're a thing anymore.
Yeah, Kanye must have gotten into that. I'm gonna let you finish. Well, what do you think, man? So we're headed down to the theater again. This time we're going to a theater that's closer to you, and we gotta get there early. What do you think, man? What do you think? Should we get there about 6-7 hours early? Just start drinking crazy.
We're gonna have to, because this movie, guys, is gonna be huge.
What do you think about it, man? Are you hopeful for it? You think it's gonna, from what you've seen so far, you're not excited about the shared universe?
I will say that I think that this movie is going to review terribly. I think it's going to be enjoyable, but I do not think that the critics are going to be nice to this movie. I think they're going to berate it terribly.
I don't know. I have a feeling that they learned their lesson from what the last guy did with Godzilla. And I'm hoping, because it's a different director, right? It's not the same guy.
No, I think they're going to have a big opening weekend, or a pretty good opening weekend, and then that's going to make it or break it. Whether we see a 65-70% drop off in the second weekend will make or break this movie.
Yeah. Well,
I personally project that this movie will probably, if it does well, will make 50-60 million bucks. It is King Kong, so there are going to be some diehard
King Kong fans
going to see this movie. So it will not bomb at the first weekend, but I don't see it clearing $100+ million like a Marvel movie. But I think it'll do okay on the first weekend.
This new Kong monster expanded universe, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be good. I feel like it's going to be about 100. I'm predicting 100 million.
Worldwide or stateside?
I'm thinking domestic is going to be a $100 million opener.
So you heard it here first. Chris thinks Kong is going to pull 100 domestic on the
I'm
first
guaranteeing
weekend.
it. I am guaranteeing it. I
hope he's right, guys. I really do hope he's right, because then we'll see even bigger sequel.
Do you think
maybe we'll get a collaboration between Kong and Zilla? I think that's the goal.
I think what the real fight is going to be about is Kong and Zilla trying to be the head monster that's keeping all those other little monsters at bay. I mean, Kong is probably out there thinking he's the only one on the planet that can save the world from these creatures, these mindless lizards, whatever they are, all these other monsters that's below. And Godzilla's probably thinking the same thing, oh my God, I'm the only guy in the world that can do this.
I think that the villains in this movie have been their weak links. I think that these silly creatures that they fight are pretty much the weakest things in the movies, and I hope they kind of veer away from that and we see a mano-a-mano, we're at least working towards a mano-a-mano between Kong and Zilla, because that's like Jason versus Freddy. People, I don't care how bad the movie is, people are going to go see that, Kong versus Zilla.
Yeah. But I mean, but when it's their standalone movie, when it's just Kong or when it's just Godzilla, especially Godzilla, it makes sense though to have those other monsters out there, because Godzilla just didn't come out for no reason. Well, except for that dumb remake they did in the 2000s. But it was always with a purpose. It was because this other monster was out there threatening, and Godzilla had to come out and take him down. So I think that's why they did that. I just hope
they give the villains a little bit more sustenance in this one than they did in the last Godzilla. And I actually liked Godzilla, the last one they did. Again, we've talked about this before. I think they cut off the most valuable aspect of the whole movie,
which
was
fights.
Bryan Cranston.
Oh yeah, Bryan Cranston being cut off, and the fact that they edited out the fights and whatnot. They better not. I don't think they're gonna make those same mistakes in Kong. I think they're gonna make the improvements. I think Godzilla's gonna make a cameo, a little baby. It's gonna be a baby Zilla cracking out of the egg.
I think it's going to be one of those things where it's like the last 2 minutes of the movie, and people are going to be going ape shit. They're like, "Oh shit!" It's you know how we saw at the end of the last Star Wars movie, we got to see Skywalker for the last couple seconds, but then we're waiting for something to happen, and then all of a sudden, bing, and the credits. It's like, come on. I think it's going to be the same thing. They're going to just to see how big of a reaction they get. They show a glimpse. They make eye contact between Godzilla and King Kong, and then credits. Oh
my God! Could you imagine they show at the end of the movie a battle-scarred or battle-tested King Kong? He's climbing up his mountain. He's trekking. He knows that there's another out there that he has to seek the help of. He's going across the world. Helicopters are flying around him. Nobody wants to do anything because it's King Kong and he'll fuck him up. And then he goes up this mountain. And then he looks in the distance and he sees Godzilla and he turns around just like Luke Skywalker did.
Dragon Balls, they look at each other.
They look at each other, and then right before he gives a roar, that's when the credits roll. I mean, God.
He starts beating his chest. And then the credits, you're like,
and they charge at each other, and then the music hits. Oh my God, people would riot.
I think they're going to do so. I think if they're smart, they'll do something like that. Like literally at the very end, we'll see the twos
make eye contact. Yeah, I think what I predict, and I try to avoid a spoiler, so I'm gonna say spoilers right now because I'm about to get a prediction, and this prediction might be dead right. I might be 100% wrong, but if I'm right, I want you to be warned. I'm about to say something that could be a spoiler. I'm gonna make a little speculation here. So I'm thinking that at the end of the movie, when they go back to the mainland and whatnot, that's when the what was that? The Asian guy that was like, "Let them fight." I think it's going to lead to his character, and when he learns about these things, that's when he decides to start dropping those nukes and stuff. Whatever he did to awaken Godzilla and out there in Japan and whatnot. I think that's
the reactor.
The reactor. When he shoots up the reactor, I think maybe unknowing what he was about to do, because I think at the beginning of Godzilla he didn't know what was going to happen, but
no, apparently he picks up on radiation. Godzilla is very sensitive to radiation pulses.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be like a direct tie-in like Samuel L. Jackson was like, holy shit, there's monsters on the ground, dude, shoot some radiation down there. I'm thinking it's just going to be, everything's going to end, King Kong's going to crush it, and then they're going to just pan over to Japan. Or maybe Bryan, a younger version, or a younger Bryan Cranston, or something like he's doing like a study or something like that, and him and his wife are just getting married or something, and like maybe we should go to Japan and have a kid. Raise a family.
The beginning of that movie, guys, in the Godzilla reveal, the beginning of the movie when we see the reactor going online, that was such a good intro, and then they kind of just cliffhangered after that, and I was so mad. I was like, what are you doing? This is such a good build-up, and then they were just like, well, Bryan Cranston's dead. Let this other guy take over.
Exactly. I believe now that after everybody criticizing it and being upset the fact that you killed off Bryan Cranston, you didn't show Godzilla enough. I'm thinking that they look back and go, okay, we made our money, but fuck, we did waste a great actor.
What did they like? What was good? What did not work?
That last fire shot from Godzilla into the throat of that other monster was I think everybody loved that. I cheered on that one. That was awesome.
The blowtorch.
That was all. But yeah, when you look at that movie, you look back, you was like, you wasted an awesome actor, and now
epic.
It could have
been an okay movie.
This could have been his like Mission Impossible since him and Tom Cruise are the same age.
Bryan Cranston in the Godzilla series.
Exactly. It would have been huge. But now what? He's Zordon now. Fuck.
You imagine Bryan Cranston being like, let them fight.
Let them fight. You know, as I sell this meth. I'm thinking, man, they wasted a perfect opportunity. But I don't think that Godzilla, King Kong, I don't think Kong's going to make that mistake. Yeah, maybe Samuel L. Jackson and, what's his name from Roseanne, the father. What's that actor's name? From Cloverfield. From Cloverfield. He's also in the movie. The father from Roseanne.
Oh, from Roseanne?
Yeah.
John Goodman?
Yeah, John Goodman. You got John Goodman and Samuel L. Jackson together. That's going to be a good little standoff right there. But since it's based out in the 60s, 70s or whatever, the tie-in is probably going to happen in present day. So those characters are going to be long gone. That's the thing I'm upset about. I'm thinking that Samuel L. Jackson and John Goodman's characters are going to be, all of those guys are probably going to die. Because in 2016 they're probably dead already.
He's like, you guys shouldn't have come here. You're all gonna die.
Yeah, man, we're all gonna die together, man. You really should not have come here, man. I mean, Kong was happy. We were all happy. We were just chilling, eating coconuts, and you dropped those bombs. And you pissed.
It's gonna be so bad.
It's gonna be. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I think that's gonna be the comic relief. I think that's gonna kind of remind me of Get Out. That's gonna be like that Get Out moment there. The TSA punch. Yeah, I'm gonna call it the TSA punchlines from now. The scenes from now on. Whenever you're watching a drama or an action or something that's not supposed to be all that funny, and then you got that one character that just kind of breaks up the monotony of it. I'm gonna call it TSA.
The TSA effect, yeah.
But I'm thinking, man, 100 mil. Take it to the bank, guys. I want you to. All right, look, everybody, get your books out, get your poker chips, place your bets, write this down. King Kong will make over $100 million guaranteed. I guarantee it.
Now, I will say this. I think that the guys who cut the trailers have made a huge mistake with this. And if you had to guess what my opinion of the huge mistake on the trailers is, what do you think it is, Chris?
For the trailers, I've seen the teaser, and then I've seen the first trailer, and I'm not watching it anymore, so I hope you're not talking about trailer 2.
I have made a point to not watch many trailers. What I'm saying is that it's like if you watch a Jaws trailer or a Jurassic Park trailer, you should not show Kong in the trailer. It should be a mystery. People want to be able to pay to see what he actually looks like. If they show too much of him in the trailer, it's kind of a fizzle. I don't think that they should be showing him much. Just like when they did the teaser, just showed his legs and the horizon. That was epic. But when they show his head and his whole body, and
they have to give
you should have to see the movie to see the whole thing.
I disagree. Because I feel like even if you would have saw that leg, if you didn't have that scene, especially like in the poster where that helicopter flies in front of his face, and you actually see how big he really is, because everybody's going to think
the leg made him look bigger. Just the legs on the horizon that made him look huge.
I feel like they wanted to give him scale, so they would, because when they make that announcement that Godzilla and King Kong are gonna fight, if everybody's still thinking about the last Kong movie, they're gonna be like Godzilla's gonna just step on him, But I think the reason why they had to show us the whole body and give it perspective is because it's like, hey, don't worry. He will be able to handle his own and be, big enough to handle Godzilla. We're not going to make it technically it's a departure from every King Kong movie that was ever made, because except for when
kind of the underdog in a lot of his fights.
But he was always like of a certain size where he could fit into a big, like a ballroom, a big room or whatever, and men could grab him and stuff. But he was just big enough to be epic, but not big enough to be like Godzilla epic. Except for the time,
usually like 300-400 feet tall,
like 40 stories high, like as big as a building. And
King Kong was on average 25 to 75 feet tall. I think 50 was the last, about 50 feet tall,
quote unquote average.
But when you watch like King Kong Lives, which I don't care what anybody says, I love that movie as a kid. I think he was about 50 to 70 feet tall.
Yeah.
But he was big. He looked big.
I think King Kong was always like the size of a like you said, like 20 stories tall. Like he was always just a big dude, at a certain height. But the only two times I think, or the only time that he's ever been that massively big was the time that he had to fight Godzilla in the old movies, right? Because he's fought Godzilla, or did they make Godzilla small on that one? I don't remember the old black and white one.
I have never seen a fight between them. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I personally have never seen the fight.
Oh yeah, I think it's one of the old school movies, the black and white ones. I think they fought back then. It was bad animation or whatever. I'm hoping I'm not thinking about that T-Rex again, but I want to say that Godzilla and Kong have fought back in the day in the old black and whites.
Well, guys, if we're wrong, comment in the box. Let us know.
Comment in the backs on. Yep. So yeah, man, we're here. I'm mad that I don't have a shameless plug, man. I'm gonna give a commercial for no reason. That's hey, go to AMC theaters, man. AMC theaters are where we get our advanced screening tickets. 9 times out of 10, you too can sit in a long line and wait for hours and get the line cut off.
We're trying to work a deal out with them, guys. We are honestly trying to work a deal out with AMC for some advertisement, and they're open to it. So keep your fingers crossed, guys.
Any of them.
Pictures of me and Chris and at AMC, comment box. Let us know if you got some suggestions.
Oh yeah.
They want ridiculous amounts of money to put us on the screen, and everybody goes to the bathroom during these intervals anyway, so we don't want to waste our time with that. But you might see us in the hallways.
Yeah, let's be either direct competition to or try to align with Houston Film Fanatics. You know those guys.
Those guys are something else.
I'll look them up and
Fanatic is right. Those guys are.
They're well. I mean, I look them up and I say, yeah, you know what? They got the ties. They got the connections. I couldn't see where the connections really were, but they're there. They're in those circles. The radio stations and all that. They've already made their mark. They even have their own podcast and all that stuff. I don't know.
You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
That scene in RoboCop when Clarence is at the cocaine factory, and that we would be Clarence, and the Film Fanatics would be the main guy, and he's like, I don't want to fuck with you. But I got the connections. I got the sales organizations. I got enough of muscle to shove this factory so far up your stupid wop ass that you'd shit snow for a year.
I don't think I'm going to say that to him. But that'd be awesome if they knew what we were talking about.
They would be saying that to us, basically. I take that back, because we are the underdogs.
Right. But it's Houston. It's all for the glory of the city. Let's keep it local until we expand, make it go worldwide, until we can make this thing something bigger than anybody ever could imagine. 2 screens.
2 screens. Now we've met some of the film festival guys and the Film Fanatics and a lot, because a lot of these guys are a very tight group and they show up to these events just like we do, and so every once in a while we get the pleasure to get to talk to some of these guys, and they really are fanatical about their movie going experiences. So it's kind of cool to run into people with similar mindsets who can just pull random quotes off of movies, because it's kind of a rare, useless talent that people just don't generally have.
Right, being able to quote The Princess Bride on command and go deep into a scenario, a piece of movie trivia that no one ever would go to, like that scene from RoboCop that you just pulled out. I mean, usually people are talking about Dead or Alive. You're coming with me. You're like, I got so much this snow gonna be.
I got enough muscle to shove this factory. So yeah, there's a lot of good one-liners in that movie, guys. RoboCop
is the. Oh man, we totally got off. This is what I like. This is why I like talking with Sean about movies, because me and him are the same as when we go. We open so many wormholes and we just go on these rants and these tangents, these moments where I thought we were talking about Godzilla or whatever.
Kong. Then we end up in RoboCop.
We end up in RoboCop. Next thing you know, I'm on the Crow movie. Try again. Try harder.
You know the funny thing is, guys, if you watch a lot of our videos, for some reason RoboCop comes up like so often.
We need to get those guys. We need to do an interview on one of those guys, one of those actors, man.
Oh, that would be so epic.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna reach out to him. I'm gonna reach out to all of them, especially the black dude, because you quote him more than anything. She was sweet.
Well, guys, the other one was upstairs. She was sweet. I took a rap.
If I could find that dude and get him on the line, you would that would make your year.
You gotta do line.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I'm working on it though. I'm working on some interviews. You know what? Listen, let's try that when we go see Kong. Let's make a promise, man. Let's go out there. Let's get these. I'm gonna bring the equipment and see if there's anybody that's gonna want to sit down and talk to us about some of these things before the screening. And we'll bring the 2 screens interview to the people right before Kong. So that's what is that next week? What's that? March?
I believe it's the 1st.
Yeah, March 1st. We're gonna watch Kong. And
where is it? Where is the location?
It's the AMC 30 AMC 30 Gulf the Gulf area.
All right, guys. So if you are in the Houston area,
and if you're lucky enough to get a pass,
let's see here. Okay, guys. If you guys are in the Houston area on what's the date? March 1st, 2017, at 7 p.m. at the AMC Gulf Point 30, which is at 11801 South Sam Houston Parkway in Houston, Texas 77089. And we always tend to show up a couple hours early just so we can drink and bullshit and play what they're worth and all
exactly. That. So I want you to buy us a beer.
Bring the beer.
We'll bring the mic. You bring the beer.
Some of these locations do have a bar, guys, so that's one thing I will say AMC has really come up, and they got a little bar there. But usually it's like when you go to Walmart and they got 100 registers and 2 of them are open, so you got to kind of ask for assistance.
This one's going to be epic, dude. I'm telling you. 100 million when this opens up. I'm guaranteeing it. This is going to be a good movie.
So Chris is saying $100 million domestically for the opening. I'm saying 50 to 70 domestic. Maybe we'll. Now I will say this. We all know this. Chris, you know this. This movie is going to do very well overseas.
Better.
I guarantee it. Anything Godzilla, King Kong over in Asia, it's going to do well. So.
Yeah. It's almost like Batman versus James Bond, overseas, over across the pond they got Bond, over here we got Batman. I think King Kong represents America. Godzilla is Japan.
I thought it was
America. And that's exactly what I want that ape to come out. He sees Godzilla coming out the ground. What the hell, Japan? I thought this was America.
American flag.
I thought this was America. Ain't this America? I'm sorry. He's all beating his chest.
He's like, this shit's racist. I'm not American.
Yeah, exactly. That would be awesome. All right, guys. Well, we're at that time, so let's. I'm gonna ignore this call. That's coming in, but so that's the warning for me to get off the phone. So, all right, Sean. So I guess we'll be doing our little videos up there at the premiere. It's gonna be me and Sean talking through the medias, 2 screens. Advanced screening before the Kong movie. We'll let you know all about it, and we'll let you know when if it's definitely going to make over 100 million domestic.
I hope he's right, guys. I honestly hope he's right.
I always am. I appreciate taking the time out and let's doing this little segment with me, and let's do this every week. Every time we get an advanced screening, this is what we're going to do. A couple of days before the screening, me and Sean's going to brag our asses off. 2 screens. All right, guys. Yeah, don't forget, man. If subscribe to the YouTube channel, support us, talking through the medias. Check it out. Become a subscriber here on the podcast, man. Everything that you guys say, and write, we read it. We love it. If you're a troll, we love it more. I feed off the energy, and trust me, I can give as much as I can take, and that's what she said.
In a couple of months, guys, we're gonna have a couple thousand subscribers, thanks to you guys, and we appreciate you sticking with us and listening to our bullshit.
Yeah. Especially
we just hit 1,400.
But it's time to kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy. All right, this kid is getting heavy. I'm holding my son this whole time we've been talking, so I'm putting his butt down and going to sleep. And I'll see you at the screening.
Peace, guys.
2 screens.